We're talking about the real drama of living in a master plan community. From neighbors snapping photos of each other's yards to complaining about the tiniest things, sometimes these groups make it feel like the neighborhood is full of problems. But here's the thing, it's not the whole story. And we're going to talk about the highs and the lows of community life. Hey friends, it's Josh Rogers with the F3 Home Team. We stand for faith, family, and freedom. That's our core values. So if you can identify with that, you're in the right place. We're your go-to experts on all things St. Augustine and St. Johns County. Now let me ask you a question about something. Have you ever scrolled through a neighborhood Facebook group and thought, what have I gotten myself into? It can be a lot, right? Well, today we're talking about the real drama. So let's start with what I've seen in these groups. Neighbors not picking up after their pets. That's a big one. It seems like every week someone posts a photo of a poor unsuspecting lawn and complains,
why can't people be responsible?
Don't get me wrong, I get it. We all want a clean neighborhood, but it's almost like people take this stuff and use it as an excuse to complain. Then there's the parking drama. If you lived in a master plan community, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Street parking. It's like a battleground. People will literally post photos of cars parked out in the street. It's a crime scene. One post might say,
why does this family have so many cars? They're taking up the whole street parking.
And it can escalate quickly. People start commenting, tempers flare, and suddenly it's a neighborhood-wide issue, especially when people start getting called out. And let's definitely not forget the yard police. Those people who walk around snapping photos of someone's lawn because it's not up to HOA standards, or the grass is dead again. One thing I've seen often is posts like,
can you believe they haven't mowed their lawn in a week?
And when someone paints the house color that's a little too bright, forget about it. Suddenly you've got comments like,
that color is awful. Doesn't the HOA have any rules for this?
It's almost like folks are waiting to pounce, right? One thing I always caution people about is these Facebook and Nextdoor groups can become real negativity traps. Misery loves company, as they say. You log on thinking it'll be nice to catch up, and suddenly you're bombarded with complaints about speeding golf carts or CDD spending.
Where are my fees going?
You're caught up into it, thinking,
is this neighborhood really that bad?
But here's a reality check. It's just that the complainers are always the loudest. Another aspect when it comes to drama living in master plan communities is let's not ignore the whole keeping up with the Joneses aspect of it all. Living in these communities can sometimes feel like you're stuck in a never-ending competition. People upgrade their homes, their cars, their vacations, and it starts to feel like,
should I be doing that too?
Before you know, you're getting caught up in the game of one-upmanship, where it's less about making you happy and more about outdoing your neighbors. I've had clients say,
I used to be content with my car, but now everyone around me is upgraded. I feel like I should too.
The constant pressure can be exhausting if you're not careful. Now, I'm not here to trash these groups entirely. I've also seen neighbors band together to help someone out in a pinch when there's a lost dog or an emergency. There's definitely a sense of community if you look for it. And of course, knowing what's going on in your neighborhood is important. It's just about not letting the negativity take over. A lot of the drama, though, comes from people not understanding how the HOA or CDD works. I've heard folks complain about getting letters from the HOA saying your garage door's been open too long, or you left your trash cans out for a day. They don't realize those rules are there to keep things looking nice, even if it can feel a little over the top sometimes. And when it comes to the spending decisions, especially CDD funds, people get real heated. At the end of the day, it's your money, and everyone wants to have a say of how it's spent. Another major source of drama are the HOA and CDD board meetings. Oh, the stories I can tell you. Some of these meetings can get downright tense. People arguing over decisions, complaining about how funds are allocated, and questioning every choice. It's tough because in a big community, it's nearly impossible to make everyone happy. And you know who's always the loudest? The people who are always upset. They're the ones who show up and voice their opinions, which is great, but it can sometimes skew the overall vibe of the neighborhood. But hey, here's the silver lining. Despite the drama, these communities can still be a wonderful place to live. You've got resort-style amenities, a sense of belonging, and so much convenience. It's just about finding the balance. Don't get too caught up in the noise and focus on building a positive experience for yourself and family. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, but if you go in with the right mindset, it can be a fantastic lifestyle. And don't forget, if you want to connect with locals, ask questions, or just learn more about the area, join our private Moving to St. Johns County Facebook group. The link is in the description. My hope and my goal is by providing these videos, I'm able to earn your trust. And you'll take 60 seconds to send my team and I a quick text or an email. Then we can find out what's most important to you and your family goals and put together a game plan and a strategy to help you find that perfect home.